What's good, everyone? This is your boy DJ's Raw Uncut Truth, giving you that raw content that you deservedly need. And man, I've been ready to talk about this. So the Pelican media are at it again. Now, before I start, I must say the Pelican fans have treated B.I., Lonzo, and Josh Hart great. They've been accepting, they've been welcoming to the former Laker players wonderfully. So much so that you're starting to see that Zoe actually is loving the southern hospitality of New Orleans. I've been there a couple times. New Orleans always show love, especially the players who give it their all. As I was scrolling down through these Twitter streets, I saw the most dumbest thing by a Pelican media member. His name is Shamit. He works for Fear the Brown. He used to be called Fear the Beard or the Brow before AD was traded. But he's been a day one Lonzo Ball hater from the jump and always praised Drew Holiday. Always want Drew Holiday to be like James Harden or any of these talented shooting guards. Even advocated in the offseason that this is Drew Holiday's team instead of being realistic and using common sense and saying that the team goes through its point guard as well as the leading scorer, Brandon Ingram. Don't forget, he's part of the same media that said that JJ Redick should start over Brandon Ingram. And anyone who follows me knows this is true. Him and Mason were the two that was preaching that last offseason. So they can't say either me or any of my subs are lying. Because if you know about me, I'll pull out the receipts. Because I'm not that one. But look at this. As he repeats, one day y'all see my vision of Lonzo the wing. Meaning he wants Lonzo to play less of point guard and let Drew Holiday do his ISO game the whole time. Can he be any more stupid? Does he not know that Lonzo Ball only has 18% of a usage rate? That's why he's not averaging double-digit assists. Does he not know that? Can you imagine if Lonzo Ball had a 25-27 usage rate like De'Aaron Fox or any other young point guard? He would average more points, assists, and rebounds. And he wants Lonzo Ball to play less of point guard and let Drew be the main distributor so he can do his thing, not giving the ball to B.I. or Zion enough. This is what he wants. He wants stagnant basketball. So his boy Drew Holiday could get all the stats so he could go around Twitter and say, see, I told you Drew Holiday's a superstar. That's what he wants. Instead of the Pelicans playing the right way, sharing the ball, everybody having a role, he wants to pull off this shit right here. Pathetic. So look at Shamit backtracking. He couldn't handle the heat from the fans of Lonzo Ball. So he resorted to giving them a backhanded compliment. Let me read quote from quote. Quote, got no problem with him being on the team. I made my peace with who he is a long time ago. Remember that. I'm happy with what he's good at. That's a shot. So he's pretty much saying that Lonzo can't do anything else but pass, and I'm happy with that. Pretty much saying he cannot grow his game, that he cannot drive to the basket better or make free throws, which is a lie. He can improve on that, but his usage rate needs to be up so he can have a rhythm. Lonzo is a rhythm guard. Everything has to be smoothly, everybody running their lanes, playing the right way, and you'll get more of an increase of Lonzo driving to the basketball, making more free throws once his usage rate is up. It's common sense. The film even dictates that. It tells you what type of player Lonzo is. Shamit seems like a guy that he just doesn't watch film. He goes off his Drew Holiday fandom and is blinded by the truth. You think Zion doesn't want Lonzo to be the main point guard? Did you know that Zion, and this is everybody listening, do you all know that Zion gets more points per game when Lonzo is on the court with him? Because Lonzo, unlike some point guards, are not selfish. It's the reason why his homie Brandon Ingram, which is a day one brother to Lonzo, who has always supported Lonzo, stated multiple times, our team runs well when Lonzo is distributing, running the system. He said this in October when the Pelicans won an important game. That is a fact. But let me go on. He also states, quote, his stance who think he needs to dominate every possession, on the other hand, ... So you see the sarcasm. So this idiot right here used the word stand. And you know what's funny? It's really sad when these writers call us stands, when we are more objective than anybody. I never seen Shamet constructively criticize Jrue Holiday like we do with Lonzo. Anybody that listens to me knows I've gotten on Lonzo. He needs to drive to the basket more. Needs to be more assertive in that area. And he cannot be shooting as bad as he is right now in free throws as a point guard. You just can't do that. I've said that a million times. But Shamet, he never criticizes Jrue. He's never criticized Zion. Zion needs to work on switching on defense. It's a horrible, horrible thing that he's not good at. Like, Zion needs to fix that immediately. I point that out. Everybody points that out. So there's no consistency from Shamet. He's a lame. He goes around Twitter just giving backhanded compliments to Lonzo, make fun of him. And I'm glad that most Pelican fans do not rock with him like that. Now, this is a different person in the media, but I'm going to expose Stephen A. on this because he's another newly found Lonzo Ball hater. Now, today on First Take, Stephen A. Smith was just trashing Lonzo, just saying that take De'Aaron Fox over him, yada, 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 and the Lakers should have never traded, the Lakers should have never drafted Lonzo Ball. He said that today. But guess what I dug up? Because you know I do my research. It says Stephen A. Smith says Lakers shouldn't pass on Lonzo Ball. This was in June 14th, 2017. Look, it's right there. This guy, Stephen A. Smith, flip-flops more than anybody. Tap dancing more than a legendary Gregory Hines. He's all over the place. I get it. He's trying to make money promoting ESPN, and a lot of these media companies bring up Lonzo's name and disses him because they know that's how they can make money. It's really sad, and there's a reason why no one trusts the media. The media is just toxic, man. It's very toxic. And especially to a kid like Lonzo Ball, who's always bringing up about us and the team and trying to win. He's never about his own stats. He's unselfish. He wants to do well for others. He celebrated Brandon Ingram becoming an all-star so much that they embraced each other like a brotherly hug. This is Lonzo Ball, who did not even play on the all-star team, but told the media that it was very big for the organization to have Brandon Ingram represent the New Orleans Pelicans as an all-star. You don't see that from a lot of these players today. Because in today's time, a lot of these athletes are about themselves. Let's be honest. But you got a kid named Lonzo Ball who represents teen basketball. It's just sad that these ignorant media members, especially in New Orleans, want to talk all that mess about him. A kid who's never done anything wrong. And this guy named Shamet wants him to be a wing so his favorite player, Drew Holiday, can dribble the air out the basketball. Freaking pathetic. That's all I'm gonna say. Like, share, subscribe to the channel. Peace and blessings from the Most High, because without him, none of this in life is possible. And before I go, my message to all the members in the media: you have a job and an obligation to bring adequate news to the masses. Keep your emotions in check. Never talk about an athlete or anybody else carrying emotion or being biased. That's all I'm gonna say.